Good morning! Hey, all you fabulous folks out there. So I've actually shared this story with you in the past. It's been a while, but it has such a eye-opening message that I just really believe there's someone out there who could use hearing it this morning. So I heard a story once about this man, and every single day he would wake up at the same time. He would have the same kind of cup of coffee. He'd have the same breakfast. He'd get dressed. He'd throw on those same old walking shoes, and he'd take off for his morning walk through the neighborhood. On this particular day, he was walking at the same path that he always walked, and he noticed there was an older lady sitting on her front porch, just rocking in a rocking chair. And he noticed that right beside her was a big old dog laying on the porch. And he could hear right from where he was walking, this dog. Arr, arr. And he thought to himself, well, clearly that dog's not having a very good morning. He continued on his path. Next morning, woke up about the same time, got ready, had the same breakfast, had the same cup of coffee, put on those same old walking shoes, and took off for his same old morning walk. And as he passed by this older lady's house, he looks over, and that same old lady sitting on the front porch, just rocking in a rocking chair. And that same old dog sitting right there on the porch. And he looks over and he hears, "Arr! So he continues on his way, dumbfounded, thinking, what is wrong with this dog and why is he howling? And he said to himself, well, you know what? Whenever I go on my walk tomorrow, if that same old dog is sitting on that same old lady's porch as she's rocking in a rocking chair, I'm going to ask what's going on with that dog. So the third morning arrives, and he wakes up about the same time, and he gets dressed, and he has his same old cup of coffee, and he throws on his same old walking shoes, and he takes off in the same old neighborhood where he's walked for years and years. And as he passes the older lady's house, he sees there she sits, rocking in a rocking chair. And just like the previous mornings, that old dog's laying on the front porch just howling. And he says, ma'am, what is going on with your dog? And she said, well, he's laying on a nail, as she continued to rock in her rocking chair. And he stood there dumbfounded, and he said, well, ma'am, why doesn't he move off of the nail? And she said, well, sir, that nail hurts just enough to moan, but not enough to move. How often in our lives do we have stuff going on that hurts just enough to moan, but not enough to move? I dare say if it hurts enough to moan, it needs to be hurting enough to move. It is possible for us to be able to walk a vibrant, strong life, free from addiction, free from heartache, free from all this stuff that drags us down. Sure, hard times are still going to hit. Bad things are still going to happen. But the stuff we can control, we have the opportunity to do so. Today, what is it in your life that hurts just enough to moan, but not enough to move? And is your life valuable enough to get up on off of that old nail, climb up off of that old porch, and get busy with life? I love you so much. Rock out your beautiful day. Word.